You know, I'm not smart enough to even go past that. No, it's obviously something that is great for the organization. I'm sure the guys will have fun with it. Ryan, he's been through it already, so he'll know what to expect. AD has never experienced it, so I'm sure it's going to be a bit of a carrot for him to try to get there in a different capacity someday as a player in the big game. So it's a good thing for everybody involved. And you got membership at the All-Star game. That says a lot about the organization, where we're headed. We'd like to have guys in the big games, not just one guy, but maybe two guys. You look at Miami, I think they have three. That's where you want to be someday, because you know you're doing that. You're probably en route to winning 60 games, so that would be nice someday.
Can you get anything out of the experience, or being in the Olympics and all that? There's not much there to learn.
I don't know. I've never done it, so I couldn't tell you. I've only been to 2 All-Star games, almost 20 years in the NBA, and I went. They had to drag me to go, so I don't know what guys get out of it. I'm sure that there are going to be other players there with more experience that will probably lend some wisdom to the younger guys, and that's always a good thing.
Hey, how many? One?
I think it's just a good deal for him to be in that atmosphere. I know one thing, when I went, you have a lot of the old timers there. I don't want to say that in a negative way, but you know, when you walk around, you see Bill Russell, people like that. I'm sure those people will have an opportunity to grab AD and impart some wisdom to him. You guys are smarter than I am.
And Monty, did you see Nerlens Noel's injury last night?
No, I did not.
What do you think about something like that? You're a player. A kid like that could be a number 1 pick in the draft. Gets injured. Is there an answer to this one and done rule that is in effect, or do you even have thoughts on that?
Not really. Not really. You just feel for the kid. I don't care about one and done. I mean, if a guy gets hurt, I don't care if he's the 15th guy on the bench. That young man has worked his tail off to get to that spot. So if he gets hurt, you feel for him, just as a fan and as a human. So I don't think one and done has anything to do with it. He just, guy is hurt. Unfortunately, it's going to change of plans, I would imagine, for him and his family.
What are you most encouraged by of late with your team, and what do you feel are the keys going forward? What would you like to see them do the rest of the season?
I'm always encouraged by the way our guys compete. We've thrown young guys into tough situations all year long, and they've responded, and that's something that we can use in the future. I love the way that some of our guys have stepped up. Gravis, Robin, Ryan. AD hasn't backed down from the challenge of being a starter. And going forward, we need guys to grow up. And we'd like to see Darius take a step. X is a guy who we've spent a lot of time with. We'd like to see him get better and be more consistent. Certainly pleased with Chief, the way that he's bounced back, and yet I'd like to see him play more consistent. He'll have games where he has a double-double, and then have games where he may not have the impact on the game that you'd like. So I think that's what we're looking for, is consistency from a young league, and that bodes well for a better future.
Ray said earlier that one of the things going forward, the team needed to have more energy and a little bit more focus. Do you think they're starting to get that now, that it needs to be an every game thing and not necessarily a here and there?
I think they get it. It's not like we're playing slouches. We're playing the NBA team, so you can be as focused as you want and still play against a tough team. It doesn't mean you're not focused. But, I think just him saying that says a lot about the difference in his thinking from last year. I think last year he just wanted to play and show everybody that he was capable of being a player night in and night out. Now he's thinking about the team and how much we need to be focused on defense, focused on playing with force, keeping our turnovers down. And that says a lot about where his mentality is.
How much do you feel the injuries and pressure thing that AD went through, how much did that affect his development as an athlete?
Anytime you miss time, it's going to affect the way you grow and develop. You know, he's taking a couple of weeks away from not just games, but time with the coaches, time in film sessions. And when you take that time away, it'll stunt your growth. There's no question about it, but it's a part of the game, so you can't, it's nothing you can do about it. As I've said, he's a diligent worker. He does everything we ask him to. And I think that's why he's going to be a really good player someday.
When you get, were you done? I'm sorry. When you get time off the All-Star break, what kind of things do you do? Do you reset anything in your mind, reevaluate, or get something ready to say to the guys when they come back, or do they just come back and you just keep going about the season?
I'll let you know after tonight's game.
Coach, the last time these two teams met, a big-time shot by Damian Lillard to finish the game. You got a big game last night in Miami. What do you see from him? What do you guys try to do to take away what he likes to do?
Well, I'm certainly not going to tell you what we're going to try to do to him tonight, but I think his poise is something that I haven't seen from many rookies. He reminds me of the kid I sat and talked to this summer in Chicago. I looked across the table and it was just another day for him. And even when he wasn't sure about the answer, you never felt like he was rattling. And I think that says a lot about the way he's playing. And when you go to college for more than 1 year, I think your development has been through tough times in college. He's been through tough coaching. And it just goes to show you if you can play, they'll find you. And he's one of my favorite players. I just like the way he goes about his business. He can really play the game the right way.
And last time these two teams met, no Eric Gordon, Anthony Davis was playing in his first game. How different is this team than the team that Blazers faced the last time?
Well, you know, it'd be easy to say that we're X or Y, but the bottom line is no matter who you put on the floor, you got to go out there and play the game the right way. And, you know, I don't want to have built-in excuses. I don't like giving our team that out. So we may have more experience, more points on paper, but the bottom line is you got to go out there and hoop. And we just didn't do it in the first half. Turned the ball over, gave up too many offensive rebounds. I thought Hickson dominated the game in the first half. And Babbitt, you know, he had an effect on the game. So I'm not even talking about LaMarcus or Damian. I'm talking about reserve guys that you don't even think about that have to be respected. And that's how we approach the game. So I always tell our guys, if you're in the NBA, you can play. And that means you're going to play against somebody who can play. So you got to approach the game that way.